the calisthenics part. Ah, damn.
The testosterone is too high. That is catch up.
Be around that. Calisthenics part. In this episode, we're going to talk about what to expect depending on your age, because we are still on how to start calisthenics. So, first of all, you have to know that every single age can do calisthenics or some form of calisthenics because it is all scalable. So, how to start, rather, how we're going to do it, how we are going to do this is we'll break it down in terms of age groups and see how to go about it. Yeah. What I think we'll start off with is the most basic. Think about toddlers to the age of 10. Yeah. So how would you go about it, Joseph? In case, let's say, a parent comes with their child and says they want to start calisthenics, and the child is between that toddler to 10.
So mostly, when it comes to toddler, from toddler age to 10, what we are looking here is more of flexibility, mobility, because kids tend to do better when it comes to such movements. So for this, we are looking at this kind of workout that you see gymnasts doing, and so this involves the whole body movement thing, and that's what I look at when it comes to toddler to this younger age. So I tend to make sure, like, are they what can they do with their own body, like they can learn things like split, they can learn things like handstands, because kids tend to do, they don't have any fear, so they do things perfectly. So we teach them how to do handstands, splits, these flexibility movements like back bend, head to toes, like a lot. Those are the things that we look at. And then a bit of strength training, because they also need strength training. So they learn things like pull-ups, push-ups, core strengthening workouts, and the stuff. So that's why kids tend to have a lot of advantages. Because they can easily do all-round workouts, and that's what I focus on for the toddlers.
Is it mostly because you'd say they have not yet lost their mobility from years of sitting down, like that's just that natural, like, child or kids or toddler mobility? You know how you ever seen a child squat? Like, it's usually one of the best forms. So I'd say if it isn't for the sedentary lifestyle that older people have, everyone should be looking to train or to move as a child does. They never lose their mobility until we kind of force them to be sitting down for hours in class. That's force some certain movements even when they're doing PE in school. Not many people emphasize on those maintenance movements, like you said, splits, handstands. So to add on to what you said, how I'd go about it is make them think that they're just playing around. It doesn't have to be like a properly structured program, but as long as they get the basic movements, basic skills, maintaining their mobility and flexibility, that's the best way to kind of go about training toddlers to around 10 years of age.
Yes, and then to add on that again, so, and that's why you see, as you get older, the things that kids are doing, those are the things that you need to do to maintain your body movement and the stuff. And so for that reason, we as Calisthenics, we are planning to start kids program. So general kids program, because we realize we've seen some kids, they come to the gym, but they are not that flexible. I think the lifestyle, and the kid should not lose his or her flexibility or mobility.
And to add on to that, most of what kids do or how they kind of go about life is they will first watch what their most influential or what the most influential people around them do. So if you're a parent and you just sit around all day when your kids are around, that is exactly what the kid will do. Like
True,
they just
true,
want
yeah.
to sit down
True.
because they're not. They learn by observation.
True, yeah.
So if you teach them to be sitting down all day, that's what they'll be doing. They'll easily lose their mobility. That's why there's been an increase in children with, let's say, lately especially, how kids are given the phones. The first thing, rather the first present nowadays. There has been that phenomenon where I forgot the name of it, but their cervical spine starting to kind of slouch downwards, and that can be a permanent thing. So without proper movement from childhood, without proper movement, without proper structures, without that discipline to always try and maintain that childhood mobility, you are setting up your children to fail.
And then later you will realize someone saying, "Oh, you were born like this," and no, it's not like that. It's how you brought up yourself.
Exactly.
So you need to, if your kids at home, need to try to keep them active.
Oh yeah.
Not all the time the television and the stuff. They can ride, they can do what. Just keep them active, because kids tend to adapt to what they see or what you tell them to do.
Exactly.
So, and there's something I was forgetting. So these kids, what I realized, they can do a workout in a wrong form, but they don't feel any mistake.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because I've seen a kid doing a very wrong squat form, and they're just good.
All good. Yeah.
That's what I like about the kids' joints and body parts. Yeah. So if you can check on your kid from that tender age to 10, then we are good.
Oh, yeah.
We are going to work on that program, and you are all welcome to bring your kids to join the program. That will keep you posted on that.
That is it is a nice initiative. So join in, bring your kids, start them young. Otherwise, everyone will just be saying the 90s was the best age to be a kid, because back then we were just being chased from the house. Have to leave the house, go do something. Whatever it is you do, come back after you tired yourself, like you worn yourself out. So you're basically training, playing. It is a good foundation as a child, maybe to start off on your training journey. So from that, we are moving on from between 11 to, let's say, 20. How will you go about training those kinds of people?
Yes. So
teens.
11, between 11 and 20, this person, this is not what we were discussing before, like the toddler. This person, his lifestyle has started changing. He's no longer playing that much. He's takes much of his or her time on the television and the games.
That is true.
So even the sitting posture has changed. He can't squat deep. So this kid, what we train them mostly is how to recover that posture that he or she was in when he was young, or she. So this person, they have a lot of work compared to the young ones. So we tend to give them flexibility, mobility a lot, because these people are in sports. These are the people now who are in sports. School sports and stuff. So these people, we need to give them that flexibility, mobility, and strength.
Definitely.
But mostly flexibility and mobility, because since they have started the games, sports thing. So we've seen several of them, and I noticed they'd have that problem of flexibility and mobility a lot. They might be strong because they are athletes, so they might be strong, but they lack that flexibility and mobility a lot.
And around that age is when the muscles start to kind of start to form. So how their muscles form will depend on how they're training, how they're playing as well. And I usually say watch what the kid does first, or watch what they do, like their activities or their sports. You can plan your workout program around that kind of sports that they have. It will be basic, yes, but they kind of want to be able to do their sports as easily as possible, so they can have fun, they can maintain doing it. So think about that. Mobility, flexibility, strength is very
Yeah.
important around that age.
Yeah.
But you have to make sure that they're starting to move well, because forming a foundation of proper form, good movement, it will lead them into the later years without any pains, mostly without any pains, and good form,
Yes.
and discipline.
Good.